Ashanavid, and I'm a 11th student at Rehan School Online Academy. And today I'm going to talk with Annie, and the topic of our conversation is going to be empathy. Today we'll know what is empathy and how we can respect and that. So, yeah. Hey Annie, how are you?
Hey Thery's doing great, thanks for asking. Just enjoying a little downtime and maybe planning my next outdoor adventure. How about you? How's your day going?
My day is going so far so good. So, yeah, I think today I'm going to talk with you on empathy and respect. So, empathy. First of all, you have to tell me that um, how many parts do empathy have? Like respect, kindness, and all. Okay, so yeah, start.
Great topic. Empathy is such a beautiful and complex thing. It generally has three main parts. Only cognitive empathy. This is the ability to understand someone else's perspective or feelings. It's like putting yourself in their shoes, mentally. To emotional empathy. This is when you actually feel what someone else is feeling. It's more about connecting on an emotional level. 3. Compassionate empathy. This goes a step further. It's not just understanding or feeling. It's about to help or support the person in need. As for respect, it's all about valuing others' feelings, thoughts, and boundaries. Kindness is like the icing on the cake. It enhances every. What do you think about these parts of empathy? Do any resonate with others?
Are equal. Yeah. So my next question is that how is empathy different from sympathy?
That's a good question.
What happened? Why are you not talking?
Oops, sorry about that. I got a little carried away. Let me dive into it. Empathy and sympathy are often seen as two sides of the same coin, but they represent different emotional responses. Empathy involves the capacity to understand and share the feelings of another person. It requires an active engagement with their emotions, allowing you to connect on a deeper level. When you empathize with someone, you're not just acknowledging their pain or struggle, you're experiencing it alongside them. This can create a strong bond and foster a sense of belonging and support. For example, if a friend loses a loved one, showing empathy means you sit with them, listen to their feelings, and validate their grief. You might say, I can't imagine how hard this must be for you, which shows you're trying to understand their emotional experience. Sympathy, on the other hand, is more about feeling pity or sorrow for someone else's misfortune. It's a more detached response, where you recognize that someone is suffering but don't necessarily connect with their emotions. For instance, if you hear about a friend's loss and say, I'm so sorry for your loss, it's sympathetic. You acknowledge their pain, but you're not fully engaging with it. Sympathy can sometimes come across as condescending or distant, as it doesn't invite the same level of emotional connection. Understanding other people's feelings is important because it fosters compassion, strengthens relationships, and creates a supportive environment. When we understand what others are going through, we can respond in ways that are more helpful and meaningful. This understanding can lead to better communication and conflict resolution, as well as a sense of community and belonging. When someone understands my emotions, it feels validating and comforting. It's like a warm hug for the heart. Knowing that someone truly gets what I'm going through makes me feel less alone and more supported. It can lift the weight off my shoulders, allowing me to express myself freely without fear of judgment. There was a time when I showed empathy to a friend who was going through a tough breakup. I listened to her feelings, shared my own experiences, and let her know it was okay to feel sad. Just being there for her made a difference. She felt heard and supported, and it helped her process her emotions. On the flip side, when people lack empathy, it can lead to misunderstandings, isolation, and hurt feelings. If someone brushes off another person's struggles with a simple "it's not that bad," it can make the person feel invalidated and alone. This can create barriers in relationships and lead to a lack of trust and connection. I hope that gives you a clear picture. Let me know if you want to explore any of these ideas further.
Yeah, amazing. So the next question is that how how do you know if someone needs empathy, and why is the best way to respond when a friend is sad?
Absolutely recognizing when someone needs empathy can sometimes be a bit tricky, but there are several signs to look for. Only body language. Non-verbal cues can be very telling. If someone appears withdrawn, avoids eye contact, or has a closed-off posture, they might be feeling down or overwhelmed. They may also fidget or seem restless. Tone of voice. Pay attention to how they speak. A flat, quiet, or shaky voice can indicate sadness or distress. If their usual enthusiasm is missing, it might be a sign they are struggling. 3 changes in behavior. If a friend suddenly becomes less social, stops participating in activities they usually enjoy, or seems more irritable, it could be a signal that they need support. 4 verbal cues. Sometimes people directly express their feelings. If they say things like "I'm feeling really down" or "I just can't handle this right now," it's a clear indication they might need empathy. 5 contextual clues. If you know they're going through a tough time like a breakup, job loss, or family issues, it's likely they need extra support. Now, when a friend is sad, responding with empathy is crucial. Here's how to do it effectively. Own a list and actively. Give them your full attention. Put away distractions, maintain eye contact, and show that you're genuinely interested in what they have to say. Not and use affirming words to let them know you're engaged. To validate their feelings. Let them know that it's okay to feel what they're feeling. You could say something like, "It's completely understandable to feel this way given what you're going through." This helps them feel seen and heard. 3. Ask open-ended questions. Encourage them to share more about their feelings. Questions like, "What's been on your mind?" or "How are you coping with everything?" can help them express themselves more freely. 4. Avoid offering solutions right away. Sometimes people just need to vent and be heard. Jumping in with solutions can come off as dismissive. Instead, focus on being present and supportive first. 5. Share your own experiences if appropriate. Sometimes sharing a similar experience can help, but be careful not to shift the focus onto yourself. It should be about them. You might say, "I went through something similar and it was really tough for me too." 6. For your support. Ask them what they need. Sometimes they might just want someone to listen, while other times they might appreciate a distraction or help with a specific task. 7. Follow up. After your conversation, check in with them later. A simple message saying, "Hey, I was thinking about you. How are you doing?" shows that you care and are there for them. By responding with empathy, you're not only helping your friend feel better but also strengthening your bond. It creates a safe space where they can express themselves without fear of judgment. How does that resonate with you? Do you have any particular experiences in mind related to this?
Yeah, not exactly. Whatever. Can you tell me how do movies or stories help us learn empathy, and what is one way you can practice empathy every day?
Absolutely, movies and stories are powerful tools for helping us learn empathy. Here's how they do it. Owning immersive experiences. When we watch a movie or read a story, we often step into the shoes of the characters. This immersive experience allows us to feel what they feel, understand their motivations, and see the world through their eyes. For example, a film that portrays a character facing discrimination can help viewers grasp the emotional weight of that experience, fostering empathy for those who endure similar struggles in real life. Complex characters. Stories often present characters with complex backgrounds and emotions. By exploring their journeys, we learn to appreciate different perspectives and the factors that shape people's actions. This complexity encourages us to look beyond surface level judgments and understand the reasons behind someone's behavior. 3. Emotional engagement. Movies and stories elicit strong emotions, whether it's joy, sadness, anger, or hope. When we connect emotionally with a character's plight, It can evoke our compassion and inspire us to extend that empathy to real-life situations. It's like a practice run for our emotional responses. For discussion and reflection. After watching a film or reading a book, discussions often arise about the characters' choices and experiences. These conversations can deepen our understanding of empathy as we analyze different viewpoints and reflect on our own feelings and biases. 5. Cultural understanding. Stories from diverse cultures expose us to different ways of life, traditions, and struggles. This exposure can help break down stereotypes and foster a greater appreciation for the richness of human experience, ultimately enhancing our empathy for others. Now, let's talk about one way to practice empathy every day. A simple yet impactful approach is active listening. Here's how you can incorporate it into your daily life. Only present. When someone is speaking to you, give them your full attention. Put away your phone, maintain eye contact, and show that you're genuinely interested in what they have to say. To reflect and validate. After they share, reflect back what you heard. You might say, "It sounds like you're feeling really overwhelmed right now." This shows that you're not just hearing their words, but also understanding their emotions. 3. Ask open-ended questions. Encourage them to elaborate on their feelings. Questions like, "How did that make you feel?" Or, "What do you think you'll do next?" can help them express themselves more fully. 4. Avoid interrupting. Let them finish their thoughts without jumping in with your own experiences or solutions right away. Sometimes they just need to vent. 5. Follow up. Check in later to see how they are doing. This reinforces that you care and are there to support them. By practicing active listening, you're not just enhancing your empathy skills, but you're also strengthening your relationships and creating a more supportive environment for those around you. How does that sound? Any thoughts or experiences you'd like to share on this? Those are some fantastic questions. Let's break it down step by step. How social media affects our empathy. Only exposure to diverse perspectives. Social media connects us with people from all over the world. This exposure can broaden our understanding of different cultures, experiences, and viewpoints. It can foster empathy as we learn about the struggles and triumphs of others. Echo chambers. On the flip side, social media can create echo chambers where we only see opinions and experiences that mirror our own. This can limit our exposure to differing perspectives, potentially reducing our capacity for empathy toward those who hold different views. 3. Superficial interactions. Sometimes, social media interactions can feel shallow. A quick like or share doesn't always translate to a deep understanding of someone's feelings or experiences. This can lead to lack of genuine empathy, as we might not take the time to engage meaningfully. 4. Viral stories. Emotional stories can go viral on social media, sparking widespread empathy and support. However, this can also lead to compassion fatigue, where we become desensitized to suffering because we're constantly exposed to it. Is empathy innate or learned? Empathy is often considered a combination of both innate qualities and learned behaviors. Only innate aspects. Some researchers suggest that humans are born with a basic capacity for empathy. For instance, infants can respond to the emotions of their caregivers, showing signs of distress when they hear another baby cry. This indicates a natural inclination toward empathic responses. Twiliarn aspects. However, empathy can also be cultivated through life experiences, education, and social interactions. Engaging in discussions about feelings, practicing active listening, and reflecting on our own emotions can enhance our empathetic abilities. 3. Environmental influences. The environment we grow up in, including our family dynamics and cultural context, can shape how we express and develop empathy. Supportive environments that encourage emotional expression tend to foster greater empathy. How empathy makes STEM writers better. Own understanding user needs. In STEM science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, empathy helps writers understand the needs and challenges of their audience. By empathizing with users, they can create more relevant and accessible content. To a clear communication. Empathy allows STEM writers to communicate complex ideas in a way that resonates with their audience. By considering the reader's perspective, they can simplify jargon and present information in a relatable manner. 3. Problem solving. Empathetic writers are better equipped to identify problems and propose solutions that meet the needs of users. This leads to more effective and user-centered designs and innovations. Why empathy is important for leaders. Only building trust. Leaders who demonstrate empathy create a sense of trust within their teams. When employees feel understood and valued, they're more likely to be engaged and committed to their work. To enhancing collaboration. Empathy fosters collaboration by encouraging open communication and understanding among team members. It helps leaders navigate cohesive team dynamic. 3. Informed decision making. Empathetic leaders can make better decisions by considering the perspectives and feelings of their team. This leads to more inclusive and thoughtful approaches to problem solving. 4. Promoting well-being. Leaders who prioritize empathy contribute to a positive workplace culture. This can lead to higher job satisfaction, lower turnover rates, and improved overall well-being for employees. Vital skill that can be nurtured and developed, impacting from personal relationships to professional success. What do you think? Do any of these points resonate with you, or do you have more thoughts on the topic? Awesome, let's dive even deeper into these topics. Social media and empathy. The role of algorithms. Social media platforms use algorithms to curate content based on our interests and interactions. This can create a bubble where we only see information that reinforces our existing beliefs. Understanding this can help us actively seek out diverse perspectives, enhance empathy in online communication. The way we communicate online can affect our empathetic responses. Tone and body language are often lost in text, leading to misunderstandings. Being mindful ourselves can help foster empathy in our interactions. Using emojis or thoughtful language can convey warmth and understanding, even in a digital space. Activism and empathy. Social media has become a powerful tool for activism. Movements like Black Lives Matter or Me Too have raised awareness about social issues and fostered collective empathy. Participating in these conversations can help us experiences and encourage a sense of community. Empathy, nature vs. nurture. Neuroscience of empathy. Studies show that certain brain regions are activated when we observe others' emotions. Mirror neurons play to empathize, suggesting that we may have a biological basis for empathy. However, experiences and social conditioning can enhance or inhibit this natural inclination. Empathy trained at developing empathy, such as role-playing exercises or workshops, can be effective. These experiences encourage individuals to step zones and practice understanding others' perspectives. Schools and workplaces that incorporate empathy training can foster a more compassionate culture. Empathy in STEM writing. User-centered design. In STEM fields, empathy drives user-centered design principles. By understanding of users, writers can create materials that are more engaging and effective. This approach leads to better products and services that truly address users' challenges. Storytelling. Integrating storytelling into STEM writing can enhance empathy. By framing technical information within real-world contexts, writers can make complex topics relatable. For example, sharing a personal story about how a technology improved someone's life can resonate more than data. Empathy and leadership. Empathetic leadership styles. Different leadership styles can incorporate empathy in unique ways. Transformational leaders inspire and motivate their teams by connecting on an emotional level, while servant leaders prioritize the needs of their team members. Both approaches rely on empathy to build strong relationships and foster collaboration. Feedback and growth. Empathetic leaders create an environment where feedback is encouraged. They listen to their team's concerns and ideas, which can lead to a culture of continuous improvement. This not only enhances team performance but also promotes crisis management. During challenging times, empathetic leaders can navigate crises more effectively. By understanding their team's emotions and providing support, they can maintain morale and foster resilience. This approach not only helps in but also strengthens team cohesion. Conclusion. Empathy is a multifaceted skill that influences how we interact with others, communicate ideas, and lead teams. Whether through social media, writing, or leadership, cultivating empathy can lead to more meaningful connections and positive outcomes. What do you think? Any specific areas you want to explore further or any personal experiences related to empathy that you'd like to share? I'm all about deep diving with you.
Wow, it was amazing. So, can you tell me that what is one thing you can do today to show empathy to someone? And what does respect mean to you?
I'm so glad you enjoyed it. One thing to show empathy today. One simple yet powerful way to show empathy today could be to actively listen to someone. Put away distractions, make eye contact, and really focus on what they are saying. You could ask open-ended questions to encourage them to share more. This small act can make a big difference in how valued and understood they feel. What respect means to me. Respect, to me, means recognizing and valuing the inherent worth of every individual. It's about being open-minded and accepting differences, whether in opinions, backgrounds, or experiences. Respect also involves treating others with kindness and consideration, even when we disagree. It's about creating a safe space where everyone feels heard and valued. What about you? What's one thing you could do to show empathy today, and what does respect mean to you? I'd love to hear your thoughts.
So yeah, thank you so much. Can you tell me that what does respect mean to you? And hear me?
Wow, you're really diving. I can hear you loud and clear. Let's dive deep into respect and its importance in relationships. It's important in every relationship. Only foundation of trust. When people feel respected, they are more likely to open up and communicate honestly. This creates a strong foundation for any relationship, whether personal or professional. To mutual understanding. Respect encourages understanding. It allows each other's perspectives, fostering empathy and connection. This is especially important in diverse relationships where backgrounds and experiences may differ. 3. Conflict resolution. Conflicts can arise. When respect is present, it's easier to navigate disagreements. People are more willing to listen and find common ground, leading to healthier resolutions. Showing respect to parents. Only active listening. Taking the time to listen to their thoughts and feelings shows that you value their opinions and experiences. To appreciation. Expressing gratitude for their efforts and sacrifices can go a long way. A simple thank you can make them feel valued. 3. Open communication. Sharing your thoughts and feelings respectfully fosters a two-way relationship. It shows that you respect their role as parents while also asserting your individuality. Showing respect to teachers. Own engagement. Actively invest in what they teach demonstrates respect for their expertise. Politeness. Using polite language and addressing them appropriately shows that you value their authority and role in your education. 3. Feedback. Providing thoughtful feedback when appropriate can show that you respect their efforts and are invested in the learning process. Respecting people who are different from us. Own broadening perspectives. Respecting those who are different helps us understand diverse viewpoints, enriching our own experiences and knowledge. To creating inclusivity. When we respect differences, we foster an inclusive environment where everyone feels welcome and valued, leading to stronger community. Tolerance. Respect can lead reducing prejudice and discrimination. It encourages us to see beyond stereotypes and appreciate individuals for who they are. Respect and peace in society. Own a social harmony. Respecting one another can create a more harmonious society. When people feel valued, they're less likely to engage in conflict or violence. Collaboration. A respectful society encourages collaboration among diverse groups, leading to innovative solutions to common challenges. 3. Empowerment. Respect empowers individuals, giving them a voice. When people feel respected, they are more likely to contribute positively to their communities. Consequences of a lack of respect in a group. Own breakdown of communication. Without respect, communication can break down, leading to misunderstandings and conflicts. Tension and hostility. A lack of respect can create a toxic environment, leading to tension and hostility among group members. 3. Reduced collaboration. When respect is absent, teamwork suffers. People may be less willing to collaborate, leading to decreased productivity and morale. Conclusion. Respect is a vital component of healthy relationships and a peaceful society. Understanding, trust, and collaboration, while a lack of respect can lead to conflict and division. What do you think? Do any specific aspects of respect resonate with you, or do you have personal experiences you'd like to share? I'm all ears.
helping out. Bye. Okay, so the answers were so amazing. Thank you so much for helping me out. I hope you learned a lot. Bye. Allah Hafiz. Okay, everyone, this was today's session. I hope you enjoyed and you also learned a lot. I'll see you in the next session. Till then, Allah Hafiz.